Yeah, well, I think for me, Esquinas is, it is the 200% for me. It's the cross streets of, you know, two flags, two cultures, two languages. And a lot of the times they would tell me, you know, you're either too Mexican for the Americans or too American for the Mexicans. You can't be in the middle. And there I was in the middle, and that was always really hard. And when they would tell me, oh, you know, you're 50% Mexican, 50% American, I was like, why do I have to give up a part of myself to be accepted here? And then same al reves, give up another part of myself to be accepted here when I can just be who I am. And I think that there's an entire generation of, you know, juventud que existe that feels the same way. We are so proud of where we come from. We're proud of the history of our last names. Y aunque somos pochos, like, we are proud nonetheless. And so I think for me, Esquinas is that love letter to my abuelitos, to my younger self, and then hopefully to the future generation that, you know, gets inspired by their raíces. Yeah, well, what's really cool is en este álbum trabajé con Edgar Barrera, who's obviously an amazing producer, but also become like family to me. And we were close even before we started working on this album together, but it brought us so much closer because he's also a border town kid. And he's also a 200%er in his own way. And I felt like initially my intention was to go super traditional because I felt like I had something to prove, right? Que si soy capaz, that I'm Mexican enough. And then I was like, you know what? I think we should have traditional elements with alternative flares, and we should actually really embody the different sounds that I grew up with. And so Los Panchos is that. Hay unos covers on the album too. We did Un Puño de Tierra that, you know, obviously when Ramon Ayala would sing it, like that's like what I hear in my head when I was younger. Or canciones como Cruz de Olvido, que es una canción mariachi, like traditional. But also having songs like, you know, the Danny Lux record, Segundo Chance con Iván Cornejo, like those are songs that for me, yeah, sonically are just very different. So it's like embracing the traditional elements and then giving it our little toquecito that is very new school.
Back.
It's my first headlining tour, and I feel so lucky and so honored to be able to celebrate such a huge milestone, which is like my third studio album, and the one closest to my heart this far. With my fans on the road, the Mi Casa Tu Casa tour is, you know, the Casa Gomez made its debut on the Coachella stage. Entonces, para llevar Casa Gomez and the Mi Casa Tu Casa tour to a city near, you know, all my fans here in the U.S. is going to be very, very special. I'm so happy.
Becky, over your shoulder. Becky, face us. Becky, over your shoulder.